Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna have my lunch whilst I chat to you. Today I've got the vegetable soup with croutons. Here is all of the nutrition in the back, which is 1/3 of your daily nutrition, and it's got 169 health benefits, as does all of our meal replacement products. I talk a lot about mindset with my clients. I'm an NLP qualified mindset coach, and we talk a lot about goals and writing down goals and setting down goals. And sometimes I get a bit of an eye roll, and it made me think about a post that I saw from Melanie Robbins today on her Instagram. And if you're not writing your goals down and putting some kind of action plan towards it, it's just a dream, it's just a wish. A goal is something that you actively have to work towards, where you've got to choose every day to make decisions that are going to help you get to that goal. And a lot of people think that when someone is succeeding at something, it's because they're lucky. And a goal has got nothing to do with luck. A goal has got everything to do with discipline, action, and in those days where you really can't be bothered, and we all get those days. And I think a lot of people say, I just need to feel motivated. Motivation has got nothing to do with it. Motivation will only get you part the way. It's the discipline. And then once you build that discipline, momentum kicks in, but you have to do it in that order. And I think that's why a lot of people, lose track, because I think it's something that they think about once and they think, oh, well, that's my goal there. And I remember setting that at the beginning of my journey, and now I'm 3-4 weeks, months into it. You've got to remind yourself daily, and you've really got to tap into that, because there are going to be so many moments where you are distracted or you're tempted, and you really want to, grab that thing, whatever it is that's tempting you. And it's reminding yourself of why that goal is important. How do you want to feel? Is it that you want to feel better in your clothes? Is it because you want to keep up with the kids when they go bike riding? Is it because you want to go dating again? Is it because you want to come off some medication or embark on your fertility treatment? Whatever it is, like, your goal has to be at the forefront of your mind. So whether it's like putting post-it notes up, in the mirror in the bathroom, or around the kitchen, or setting timers in your phone, and all of that stuff, like, it really does matter. And I know it sounds like a bit naff, and I know, like, people just think, oh, it's a bit woo, but it really does help. And I can speak from my experience, because I set myself goals, and I'm very clear about what my goals are. And when I'm sitting here at my desk, I know why I'm here. I know what I want to achieve. I don't just sit here and just like, oh, what's the point? Don't even know what I'm doing. When I'm sit here, I'm really intentional, because the time that I'm spending here has got to benefit and drive me towards my goal. And it might not feel it. Like, when you're working towards your goal, it's not going to be cheerleaders and fireworks all the way along your journey. A lot of it is going to go unnoticed by yourself and by others. And that's the moment where you have to really keep at it, because it's those tiny little mundane, boring discipline activities that you've got to do time and time over again that will get you there. It's that unseen work. That's where the magic is. And I think that a lot of people just feel like, oh, they look at you, and like, maybe, for example, if you're on your weight loss journey, and they might not have seen you for a couple of months and you've lost a couple of stone. They went, oh my gosh, you've lost weight really quickly. You go, well, you haven't. You've done those daily actions day in, day out, and turned up when you haven't wanted to, when there's been barbecues going on, when there's been a kid's, birthday parties or whatever, and you've stuck. You've remained, because at the end of this journey, you want to achieve that goal. And it is only by that discipline. It is only through that daily chores, whether you enjoy it or not is neither here nor there, because no one's going to be skipping through. We don't all jog into work really happy. Sometimes we just know, I say it a lot. When I go to the gym, I don't always want to be there. I could think of countless other places I'd rather be, but I know that by going to the gym, even when I don't feel like it's working and I feel like, what's the point? The point is that I look back on the last 8 years and I'm maintaining my weight, and that's not luck, that's not fluke, that is daily discipline, you know, choosing the right foods that I want to put into my body, you know, exercising, having that mindset of keeping myself in check, knowing that if I don't do that, I could really quickly unravel and go back to where I was when I was 3 stone heavier. And I don't want to be 3 stone heavier. So it's all about the discipline. It's all about making those small, at times you may feel insignificant decisions, but it all will add up. So if you're feeling that, oh, I can't be bothered and what's the point, you have to trust the process. Trust the process, because when you do, you will start to see the change. So I hope that's giving you some inspiration. So write down your goals, you know, make it clear what you want to do. You know, if it's got like a friend's wedding that you want to, you know, wear a nice dress for, is it that you want to reduce your medication? Write down your goals, and as you are achieving them, tick them off and add new goals. Keep yourself inspired, keep yourself moving forward in the direction, and reward yourself. Do something that is just for you, whether it's going to the cinema in the afternoon on your own, or whether it's, you know, meeting a friend for a coffee, or, you know, purchasing, you know, an audiobook or something is just for you to reward yourself, because it's important that when we do hit those goals that we do, you know, give ourselves a bit of a congratulatory pat on the back, because why not? You deserve it. You've worked really hard. Those goals haven't come to you by luck. You've intentionally worked for it, so you should intentionally reward yourself for it. And review your goals like I do. Like I'll share with you. This is what I do every single morning. So I sit down here and I've actually started writing a little kind of manifestation, I suppose. So I write down here my goals, and I write down you know, what I'm manifesting, and then I write down what I'm grateful for. And I do this every single day. Because it's really important to me, like I said, that when I sit here, I'm really intentional with why I'm here and what I'm doing this for. So yeah, so there we go. So that's what I do, and I find it really therapeutic. I sit here with some really lovely music. The sun comes through in the mornings into the window, so I've got this really lovely, you know, most days the sun's beaming, and it just sets the tone. It sets my mindset. I'm you know, I'm thankful. I do my gratitude. I say my affirmations. I write my goals, and I am intentional with why I'm here. So whether it's building a business, whether it's on a weight loss journey, whatever it is that you're doing, be intentional. Know what it is that you're working towards, because how will you know whether you're achieving it if you're not writing it down? How will you know that you've got to the thing that you wanted to do if you're not aware that you're working towards it? So be intentional, write your goals, and remind yourselves daily of what those goals are.